Hey guys, today I'm making a video about the most scariest thing I ever heard on Xbox, on Fortnite. So while I was playing on Xbox, um, I can hear this kid, like, said hello, and it's kind of frightening because, like, the way I heard this kid, as like a few seconds later, I can hear someone else too, like, sing like "Get Off the Xbox" or something, like it's like his mom or something. And I don't even know what, like, I can hear spirits and stuff like that, but it was like not that loud, like of the woman, like something I don't know. Um, the most creepiest part, like I'm watching this one video, like this one here, and I actually believe like what this lady said, like is because like it is a bit frightening. Like I just watched it and what just happened to me like a month ago, and it was just a bit frightening because I hear noises like being thrown like a back of like the back sound or something like that. I can't really describe it. It sounds like a sound just like something was been thrown to the ground like hard, and I tried to talk to the kid again, but I guess he didn't talk, and nothing didn't really bad happen after that. But a few minutes later, I guess I was playing Fortnite. I guess I was sent all the way out, like where I was. Like I was in Tilted, right? And there was no one around me because it was like 15 people left, and most of them were like in somewhere else. There was this one kid in Tilted, only one, and I don't know if it was him or something paranormal. Um, Someone or something this struck me from tilted all the way, like he was tilted, right? And here's that water part, like the water part, and like he was tilted, right? So I somehow like this all the way from tilted to the ocean, and I died like just like that like a few months later. It's just insane that like I don't know what happened. And after that, like, I guess I was banned or something. I don't even know what I did. Like, all I remember, I was, playing Fortnite. It just gets more creepier. Like, but this is, but similar, but different, like, as this lady's gonna say. So, like, listen to the lady.
When finally his new partner said hello, it was a young child. And while our protagonist normally plays with older players and he lands with the kid, they actually mesh up really well, managing to knock out two other duos right from the get-go. That's when he hears the kid politely say, "Just a second," to someone in the room with him. The protagonist asks if the kid's talking to his parents, but the kid says, "No, it's my guardian." The kid then proceeds to tell him that it's his guardian angel. The protagonist tries to shrug it off as the kid having an active imagination. But as the game progresses, the kid keeps talking to his guardian angel, and it gets a little weird. It sounds like things are being thrown around the kid's room in the background. So the protagonist asks if everything is alright over there, and the kid replies, "Yeah, she just doesn't like it when I don't listen, but I'm getting off after this game." 5 minutes go by and he hears the kid say, "I told you I'm going to get off after this game." The protagonist then hears something chilling. A voice replies to the kid in the background saying, "Now, now, 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 now," growing more and more sinister with each word. The kid's character in the game starts to lag and glitch, and then the player hears the kid crying. Then out of nowhere, the kid is disconnected from the party, from the game, and from Xbox Live. The player tried to message the kid a few days later on Xbox Live, but never got a reply. Up next, number 9.
That is similar, like this, like what I experienced, but differently. Like you see what I mean? Like, but I forgot to add this in. This is not a lie. Like I keep watching this just to remember that day. Well, honestly, and I'm very scared about it and spooked about it too. Like I heard also like the lady something said, "Get off the Xbox now," and I hear this kid saying, "Just a second," just like that lady just said. Like, and this is not fake. I'm saying this is actually real. I'm gonna say. Anyways, I can hear a woman saying, "Get off now." And like this kid was saying like, "Give me a second," and she said, "Now, now, get off the Xbox now." And I guess the kid was really frustrated or mad or something. And yeah, I guess he then started to argue, and it's just a bit scary after that. And that's when that happened to me in Tilted. It was like a few minutes later in the game. Like, I wasn't banning nothing. It was just a bit weird. Like, I'll call that the unknown, unexplained force in Fortnite. Anyways, but instead of watching this video, like, there might, I don't know, there's more similar to what I had in Fortnite. And anyways, let's keep going.
The one that crawls. This creepypasta from YouTuber O1G tells of a player who was playing Fortnite and started getting weird chills while playing. Playing Fortnite on a daily basis, the protagonist used to be a really good player, the best in his friend group, until he started getting these weird chills, and this itch that would go up and down his neck and feel like it was burrowing into his skin. To the objective eye of all of his friends and parents in real life, nothing was there, but the player kept feeling it. It started ruining his focus on the game. His friends didn't believe him and started to tease him for how he was becoming crappier at Fortnite. 2 weeks later, as this continued, he took a week off playing the game. The itching stopped entirely. A week after that, he returned to the game and everything went back to normal. The crawling and itching were entirely gone. So the player brushed it off. But then something weird started happening when he and his friends would take down other players. A glitch of sorts. As they shot players and they dropped to the ground and started crawling, their heads would start turning around and going upside down. It was very odd. He didn't think much of it at the time, but a week later, one of his friends, who was in the match with him, started getting an itch similar to the protagonist's. It was as if this itch was contagious, and if you kept playing Fortnite while having this itch, you would share a similar fate to those who had seen crawling. That's where the creepypasta ends, unfortunately. But one can only imagine that those who get the itch and continue to play endure a terrible fate, with their own heads twisting backwards like their characters in the game. Up next at 8, AFK. This one is from Flipless Script. Another one. This creepypasta is about a player's friend going AFK, away from keyboard, during a game of Fortnite. The protagonist's friend, Andrew, was hilarious to play Fortnite with, although he had a tendency to go AFK. This was towards the end of Season 3, and our protagonist noticed an extra challenge that they had completed, called AFK. The description of the challenge read, follow the sign in Greasy for something that will knock you out of your seat. Our protagonist and Andrew made a point of landing in Greasy Grove to complete the challenge, although they noticed that there weren't a lot of other players landing there, which was odd, considering it was part of the challenge. They see the sign on one of the buildings outside to discover a note that read, go to Snobby Shores and get a single kill. So they follow those instructions. When they get there, they manage to find a duo and knock them out. 2 identical messages then pop up over those defeated players amongst their loot that reads, acquire 666 amount of wood and make a 1x1 fort with the materials. Unsure if a building that high was possible, the 2 of them started collecting wood and built the fort. After building it, they realized that the stairs they had built had disappeared, now replaced with a sign that read, jump down. Worried that if they jumped down, they would die, our protagonist asks if Andrew wants to go first. Andrew jumps down, and after a few seconds, it says he needs to be revived. Over the mic, our protagonist tries talking to Andrew, but gets no response. So our protagonist thinks that maybe he's gone AFK. So instead, he gets off and starts playing some solo matches instead. This is when he notices that the AFK challenge has disappeared. The next day, he sees that Andrew is online on Fortnite. He joins his game and tries to talk to him, but there's still no response. So he starts spamming Andrew, worried that this isn't just a broken mic situation. Later, he goes into
Liberty Mutual lets you only pay for
Oh,
what you need,
darn
which saves you
it.
money. Studies show you like money.
to a new lobby and Andrew joins. He tries talking to Andrew, happy that he's not just AFK. But that's when Andrew's speaker turns on and a voice replies, Andrew isn't here right now. And number 7, Season 0. This creepypasta comes from a YouTuber the name of Neo. The story follows the tale of a player who had signed up for the beta of Fortnite. Weirdly enough, after they signed up, the copy of Fortnite that they got wasn't one that they downloaded online. Rather, it was delivered to their door. Excited, but ignoring the weird fact that it was delivered to their door, the player popped it into their PC to give it a go. Being a big fan of other Battle Royale games, they were a little disappointed with what they saw. Textures were all over the place, areas of the map were unfinished, and the game was full of glitches, and overall, it seemed really unpolished. But they continued to play anyway. The Season Pass section was odd too. It was stated to be Season 0, with Season 1 being withheld until the game was out in early access. But something didn't feel right about this. The skins that were in it had red eyes and looked as if they belonged to a horror game. When he started the match, the gameplay was more disturbing than a regular Fortnite game. Whenever you killed someone, you wouldn't return to the lobby. The kills were more gruesome, and there was screaming. Whenever somebody got a victory royale, a link was sent to the player, and it revealed a list of winners, with comments from all of them that said they had fun while playing. These players were said to have all disappeared. The protagonist did some research after the fact. Turns out that the employee who added all of the stuff to the game was fired. Beta test was quietly and quickly removed. Up next at 6, Playground. This creepypasta is from a YouTuber named Mr. Gruesome, and is about the playground mode in the game. The protagonist...
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say like I just remembered this. I was playing like in Fortnite and like just like earlier, right? Like that lady said that there's like usually a lot of people like supposed to land there, right? And the most disturbing thing ever, that like I was just waiting around looking for enemies and stuff like that, right? And I can hear like actual footsteps. It's not from me. Like how you walk and you can hear yourself like making sounds, right? Every time I walk, I feel like someone's like right behind me, and this is before like that shadow storm. And this, I kept hearing this. Like literally like something like walking behind me in Fortnite, and I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just hard. Like it's kind of disturbing. Like why is Fortnite is not? I mean, why Fortnite is supposed to be scary? You know, it's not supposed to be. It's a shooting game, right? Like you get what I mean, right? Plus, there was another scary thing. This is in Fortnite too. I was in Playground too, and it was super scary too. I was playing Playground. I was just playing, right. It was just me, like, cause you know how like you don't have to join like with 4 people or 3, right? Well, I chose not Phil. I was playing. Somehow, someone shot me. I don't know where. Literally, like I was just walking around in Fortnite, and I was in Dusty a divot, I think, or was it tilted? It always happens in tilted, so I think it's tilted. Like, and I wasn't tilted. Oh yeah, I was. Like I was just like, walking around and getting all these stuff, right? And I never invited no one. No one. It was just me. Like again, it was just me. Like no one else. Anyways, like I had like full health and full shields. And out of nowhere, like I got shot and I don't know where. And I had like 12 health left. And the most disturbing part that that's this person or whatever it was on Fortnite is shot me again. And the name was hard to say. Like it was the most hardest spelling ever. It was just hard. Try to say it. It's still hard. Jiga Lishalaka? I think that's what it's called. Like I'm not making it up. Like the way I spell, like that's how it sounds like to me. And that's it. And I'll get release more videos, and if you want to release more videos, you can tell me any type of videos you want to release. So thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell. Thank you for watching my videos. See you next time.